Energy has easily outperformed in 2022 on the back of steep increases in the price of oil. The macro picture remains constructive for energy names. Oil prices have risen massively in recent months on the back of a structural deficit and due to the impact of current Russia-Ukraine war. Naturally, oil companies and those related to the industry have risen. Which oil stock is the better buy? Then, follow the 4 stocks I separated for today and see the probability for each them. Looking for a helping hand in the market to turn the key and once for all? Don't lose more time. Be part of this team. Come to Trend Squad. Wall Street's main benchmarks pushed higher Tuesday, extending gains from the previous session amid the reports Russia promised to scale down its military operations around Kyiv in northern Ukraine. Oil prices tumbled Tuesday, extending sharp losses from the previous trading session as negotiations between Ukraine and Russia seem to progress, possibly bringing an end to the conflict that has roiled global supplies. Crude oil registered strong sales yesterday on news that Shanghai, China's financial hub, would enter a 2-phase lockdown for an 8-day period to carry out COVID-19 tests, after having registered a new daily record in the number of asymptomatic infections. China is an important center of demand for the oil market, being the world's largest importer of the commodity, and fears of a reduction in its economic activity have a significant weight. Also weighing on corporate earnings is a slowdown in economic expansion and a challenging margin environment set forth by wage pressures, supply chain woes, materials and labor shortages, and rising commodity price. So, as we see inflation across the board for companies, the expectation is that margins to continue to be under pressure. Here in Occidental Petroleum, breakout gap at opening, but that has already been closed. On the daily chart, we can see a big graphic void with the possibility of correction to the range of $38.50 opening of this mega bar movement at the end of the February and where reversal was confirmed. I made an entry at this point at $56, weekly resistance zone. We have a bearish micro pivot here to retrace all this previous move, because despite closing the gap, there is a long shadow at this level. So, where there is a long shadow or a very big bar, always wait for one more test there at the opening or in this long shadow. In the week, a shooting star Strong rejection at $60. Lots of shadow still here in this range, $51. This is the first move, the first reversal attempt. At $51, buying pressure may come into rework these levels until set the move. If it doesn't confirm a breakout, it comes back at the opening of this mega bar, just $38.50, as I mentioned before. In the month, we can see that the $60 range could be the limit because it remade the graphic void that was there. So after one more test here, can revert. XOM, breakout gap at opening and not yet closed. There are several levels still to retest, mainly the previous day's close. The gap zone is very large, and it may be that XOM will not close this gap today. Therefore, the move may be short. I made an entry at this point, $81.54, and I'm going to take it to the whole number, $82. I won't stretch too much because we can see a long shadow on this level, the whole number, which can act as a block. A bullish pin bar pattern was formed here at this level, $81. XOM is leaving higher and higher funds and a long shadow yet to be tested again. But the stock will only come back to that level if it breaks above this range, $85, the main resistance now. At the beginning of March, there was an indecision candle after retesting the $90. XOM's all-time high is up here, is up there, above $100. So, this is the way to the stock if it confirms this level. If no further movement beyond these levels, we have important support here at $75. It gives the impression that a head and shoulder is being formed here. First shoulder, head, and second shoulder, with the neckline right at this level, $75. If support is lost, correction may enter up to this range, $70. Enbridge also started with a breakout gap and has since closed. It still shows a lot of resistance at this level, $46. What we can see here is a movement of exhaustion at these levels near to $46.50. And here on the 1 hour chart, an ascending wedge is forming. That is, Enbridge can correct up to this level again, $46.50. The scenario here is in the month, not in the month, in the week, we have an inside bar after exhaustion at this level, $46. This movement is quite normal. Whenever there is a strong movement, the following day is usually of a smaller amplitude. Enbridge needs to confirm this level, $46.50, to continue. If there's a breakout, we have a new high at $47.40. The signal is still strong, bullish. Here on the daily chart, we have a hidden divergence. That is to continue the previous movement. Chevron breakout gap at opening and not yet closed. We can see here that the stock tries to come right back here at the gap zone. The only problem here is that this zone is very important. Previous week's low. So the recovery movement may be small. I made an entry at this point at whole number $162, and I'm going to take it up in this little shadow. On the 1 hour chart, we can see long shadows. Long shadows. And for now, they act as support. Whenever there's a long shadow of a previous movement, and as long as a candlestick that neutralizes them doesn't appear, a large bar to cover these shadows. The test on the track where these shadows are will continue. This opening pattern is negative, a false pin bar, but there is only a major correction if it breaks this range, $160. This scenario here is the stock is working on a symmetrical triangle. Here is a continuation of the move up to the $170. Because here, in this range, near to the whole number, we have the high of the previous week, $169.69. But the breakout of this figure, is only confirmed at this point, $174.50. If it breaks out, movement may continue and the next high at $179. That's the probability for Chevron, because if we look closely, there is a strong movement before consolidation. Therefore, continuation of the movement. However, despite the bullish signal, better wait for confirmation of this level.